the moon.
Yak.
Not make a normal face for once.
I love it.
Hey, my beautiful friends. Hope y'all are doing freaking tabulous. Freaking tabulous. Freaking. I'm being silly, guys. So, I'm wanting to come on here because I haven't been on this. I haven't done a video for you guys in a hot minute. It's been like 2-3 days, something like that. I don't know exactly. I had planned to do a video for you guys yesterday. Absolutely had it planned. I'd woken up that morning with every intent to film a video later in the day and to actually upload a video for you guys. However, that did not happen because we had an internet outage yesterday. Literally started at about 1:30 in the afternoon and literally went on pretty much all night, throughout the night. So, not sure exactly what had happened, but it's like it had said to us, oh, it'll be back at like 4:30, right? 4:30 rolls around, it'll be back at 5:30. 5:30 rolls around, it'll be back at like 10:30. 10:30 rolls around, it'll be back at 11:30. And then after that, it just kind of just stopped saying when. We didn't have it back literally until some point after everybody went to bed. I don't know when it came back on. It wasn't on at about 1 a.m. It still wasn't on at 1 a.m. And at that point, I kind of just went to bed. But I wanted to talk to you guys because, as you guys may have seen in the video, I am doing a declutter of things because I have made a decision in my life, which is declutter as much as possible before we move. We do not have a house yet. We do not know when we're moving yet. There is no definite date yet, but I want to start the process of making sure that the stuff that we're taking with us to the new house, when we do find one and when we move, is going to be only the stuff that we love and absolutely want to keep. So, that is kind of the overall plan and the gist and everything. Because I have actually been thinking a lot about my habits, who I am, you know, the fact that obviously you guys know I'm neurodiverse, I'm autistic, I have ADHD, I have a lot of other things going on, right? I have some chronic health issues, which the good news is one of my chronic illnesses is in remission. And I must have mentioned this in the previous vlog, I think, but I'm so happy about it, and I'm able to eat, and I'm able to do all of that, which is amazing. But back to the original point, like, I have a lot of issues going on, right? So for me, comfort items are huge. However, my struggle has been, I wanted to find one specific comfort item. I wanted like one or maybe two comfort items, but that's it. I didn't want a freaking crap ton, like a truckload of comfort items. I didn't want that. However, that's what it was kind of turning into. I had so many comfort items, so many like stuffed animals and blankets and pillows and all of this stuff that I was just not using, guys. Like, let's be real. I wasn't using them. I would, you know, share with you guys on the videos, oh, I'm packing my bags and here's this, that, and the other that I'm taking with me. And then I'd take them with me and they wouldn't get used. And then I'm sitting here being like, why did I just spend the money on this thing or spend money on this thing that doesn't get used? And it literally sits in my like on the shelving or wherever I have them, and they don't even get touched. They don't get used. There's nothing that comes along with using them. They don't get used. And very rarely do some of the ones that are like genuinely things I love, do they actually get cuddled with occasionally at night. But even at night, like the stuff I sleep with is very like minimal, really. You guys know I have a lot of baby blankets. They're all right there folded and put up, and they currently have Miss Piggy and Kermit on there, but they're not being used. All of the dolls that I have that you guys see in this shelf that I have, None of them get touched. They kind of are just decoration items. And I have a lot of them, as you guys can see. And I don't like that. I had the same thing back here. I had an entire wall full of stuffies that I never used. And so I just finally got to a point where I just said, screw this. I'm getting rid of all of this stuff. And I started the process over the summer. And I continued to declutter and to do things. And I tried so much to kind of find the ultimate comfort item. The ultimate thing that I can bring with me no matter where I go, no matter what I do. And it will be a comfort item. And it'll be a comfort item that will fit my needs. That'll have everything I need. It'll have the right texture. It'll have the right feelings. It'll have a fidget that I need. If I want to fidget, it'll have the fidget ability. It'll have, it'll be soft. It'll have all the things. It'll be like something that I enjoy, that I love, one of my special interests. And I kind of just kept looking and trying different things, trying different stuffed animals. That's why I oftentimes would go to thrift stores, is to try different things. Try finding a comfort item that like works for me, right? And you guys know that I also have the comfort items of my necklace that I wear all the time, and then my ring, my wedding ring. These are two really big comfort items for me that I never take these two things off. So those are always on me. Even when I take a shower, I don't take this off. But I wanted to find like a comfort item I could like physically hold and find comfort in it. And you guys know I have had the pillowcase comfort item, right? You guys know that I have my pillowcase that I sleep with at night. I said I have an emotional support pillow, right? My pillow that I use every night, which is my big ginormous body pillow that I use. That's definitely a comfort pillow for me because I sleep with it. And the pillowcase that's on it has the right texture and the right feeling. But I wanted to find something that I could use during the day. And none of the things that I was finding fully fit that criteria. And I just got to a point where I was just like, okay, nothing's really fitting 100% of my needs. Nothing is really, and the stuffed animals aren't really cutting it either. Because they didn't meet all the criteria. Like, they were either too stiff or they were whatever. They never, like, fully met my criteria for what I look for in a comfort item. And so I was starting to kind of get to a point where I was thinking to myself, am I ever going to find a comfort item that works? A comfort item that is genuinely comforting and that I can have with me and not feel like it's too big or it's awkward or it's that it can just look like whatever, like a regular thing that I just happens to always be on me. And that was the frustrating part. Feeling like I couldn't find that. And I had the same feeling about water bottles. Finding a water bottle that was the right size, that could fit the thing that I need, that was a good one. And again, I need to go through and declutter my water bottles because now this has become my water bottle. This is the one that I use around the house. This is the one that I take when I go out places. It goes with me places. So, yeah. But I wanted to like find a comfort item, something like this, you know? You guys know that I have an attachment to my pillowcase that I have had since I was a kid. And I've had this same one. I've had two of these. The other one is downstairs and stuff because I sometimes take naps downstairs. And then, you know, I've had my mom's shirt that I sleep with. And it literally lives inside of my pillowcase. Like, I literally take this shirt and I stuff it in the pillowcase. And this is my comfort item for bedtime. But besides that, I have my blanket, this blanket that I have had since I was literally 5 years old. And I've slept with it every night pretty much ever since. And it's still in pretty good condition, guys. I keep my stuff in good condition. So I wanted to find something like that, you know, like something like this. And I found that a lot of times I gravitate towards like fabrics. I gravitate towards certain fabrics. That's why I have so many baby blankets, because I gravitate towards fabrics. I like the feeling of certain fabrics. Like this, I like to run my fingers against the edges and everything. I do the same thing to my pillowcase that's back here. You know, I gravitate towards it because of the sides to it and everything. And I wanted to find something like that. Something that, like, fit. And all of the stuffed animals that I've had, I went through and I've tried to have them as comfort items. And I tried the mindset of telling myself, I take this with me everywhere I go. This is my comfort item. And then a few days go by, a week goes by, however long. And then I would switch. And it was oh, I use this thing now. Or I use this other thing. Or whatever. And none of them ever stuck. None of them ever felt right. So, I kind of got to a point where I'm like, okay, I have all these things. None of them feel totally 100% right. They're taking up space. They're just not helping me very much. Visually, they're clutter that I don't like the feeling of. So, what can I do? And now I'm in the process of transitioning into buying a home and getting our own place, and I don't want to start our new place with the same things that we started here, which was clutter and a bunch of stuff that we didn't have room for and that we never used, and we had closets of stuff that we were never even touching, boxes of stuff that we never went through. So it's just, I decided I don't want to do that again. I don't want to start our forever home in that same way. But at the same time, I want a comfort item. I need a comfort item, right? I've always had comfort items my whole life, ever since I was a kid. And I know it's going to sound silly, but when I was a kid, my comfort items were literally fabrics. So that is literally it. And I wanted a comfort item that had multiple different textures, right? Multiple different sides that I could do things with, things that I could, like, move and whatever. And I was walking around Target at one point recently, and I walked around and I was looking at all of the things, all of the feelings, all of the textures of different materials and different things, and trying to find something that fit all of my criteria. I didn't even go through the stuffed animal section because for so long I have tried the stuffed animal method, and it was just not doing it. It was not cutting it. So I eventually got to the point where I'm like, okay, stuffed animals aren't cutting it. So what do I do? How do I meet my need for stuffed animals or for comfort items without turning to my stuffed animals? Because my stuffed animals are clearly not what I need. So then I came across a sleeper. A kid's sleeper, mind you. This one. And it has all of the criteria, right, that I'm looking for. It has edges that I like the feeling of. It has things I can do to fidget. So it has this button up here. It has a zipper that feels nice that I can pull up and down and use it as a fidget. It has a fabric on it that I like the feeling of. A print I like the feeling of, right? It has feeties, which I love feetie pajamas. You guys know this about me at this point, I hope. But it has feeties that have a texture on them. It has writing that has a texture. It is Carter's brand. It's perfect. It's literally, like, meets all of my criterias. It has that edge that I like. It has the textures that I like. It has the ability to fold up, and I can literally put it. I had this sweater on today, right? And I'm able to stuff it in my pocket and use it, right? It fits in my pockets of my jackets and sweaters, and it fits in my bag, and stuff. So I can literally put it in my bag, which I will do another video at some point talking about my bag, but it fits every criteria I need. And it just eliminated basically the entire need for anything else in terms of comfort items. Obviously, I have my bedtime ones, you know, like this stuff I sleep with, the blanket, this blanket. I will never get rid of that stuff, you know, those three things, my eye mask, my knee pillow. I'm never going to get rid of that stuff, right? But it eliminated my need for the stuffies completely. I can go around and hug this and hold it. I can have it on my lap when I go places. I can, if I need to, I can literally take it and wear it like this and use it as a scarf. I can literally make it look like a scarf even if it isn't. Like, I can take this, tuck it in like that, and I can use it kind of like a scarf if I want to. It literally works for everything. And I'm like, so happy about it. So I have contemplated going back and getting a couple more pairs of this to have as extras just in case. Because it's perfect. It's literally perfect. So now I've gone through and I've gotten rid of the majority of my stuff. I'm going through and getting rid of them. In the last 2 days, I've gotten rid of 12 bags of stuff. And that process is still ongoing. And it just feels absolutely incredible to get rid of it. And to know I don't need it. And to know that it's not a part of my life anymore. And I have no regrets. I dropped the stuff off after getting rid of it. And it was just like an amazing feeling of, holy crap, I feel good about this decision. And before, in the past, I didn't feel good about that decision of getting rid of stuff for, it wasn't like an overjoyous feeling. It was okay, I got rid of stuff. That felt good to get rid of stuff because I had too much stuff, but at the same time, I miss it. I can, without a shadow of a doubt, say that I do not miss the stuff I got rid of today. And that is incredible to me. To be able to have literally things that I can literally carry around with me anywhere, right? So when I travel, I can literally put these in my bags and stuff and travel with them. And I can bring this anywhere I go. So it's like, I don't have to worry at all. And I have comfort items on me. Like, I have my little necklace. I have my ring. I have everything. I literally have everything. I can stick this stuff in a bag. So I can put this in my bag. If I fold it up properly, I can fit it in my bag. I can fit this in my bag. I can fit this in there. Literally, it all fits. And actually, I'm going to go get my bag for you guys so I can show you guys just how well everything fits. Make sure you guys don't fall. So, this is the bag. I'm using my Sesame Street bag because, yes, I still like Sesame Street. I had a snack because we went to one of my husband's mentors for today for some stuff. And so I have stuff in here already, but I have a snack that I'm going to take out. I will just show you guys this. I have a couple of snacks that I never ended up having. So, and then I have my headphones in here. This has all my charging stuff, and it has the Wiggles on it. And then we have my iPad, right? So this is the main stuff that I carry with me outside of probably some ear defenders, which I need to put a pair in my husband's car now that I'm thinking about it. But let me show you guys this. When I travel, this is how I'm going to be traveling from now on. And then we're going to close out this video afterwards. So when I travel from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up like this, right? We can even, and then we can put this in here like so. We can take this and make it small like so. We can put that in there. And then we have iPad, charging stuff, headphones, and this. perfect in my travel. And if I want to, I can even stick a book in there. I can stick my Nook in here if I wanted to. I can stick one of my children's books in there if I wanted to. I can stick my Switch, I keep wanting to call it a DS, my Switch in there. And I have room. And it fits, and it's literally accessible. That's literally all I've needed. All I've needed is I have my comfort items, and I can bring them anywhere. So, that was kind of the chat. That was kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about, was that comfort items are amazing when you can find the right ones, the ones that fit your level of need. And it is okay to search and high and low until you find the right one. But don't make the mistake that I made, which is trying to buy a crap ton of stuff, figuring out one comfort item or the comfort item that is like ideal for you, and spend so much money on it and then realize you don't need that stuff. You know? If it looks cute, even if it looks cute, even if it feels soft, even if it's something that in the moment you think you can use, don't go being impulsive in that way. Take your time, figure it out, you know? It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. If you need to, buy it, and then if it's not used, or if it doesn't bring you comfort for more than maybe a day or two, then give it back. Return it. There's nothing wrong with returning things. You guys, generally you have a return period where you can return something, depending where it's from, obviously. But don't do the mistake that I made, which is literally accumulating more stuff than you can have, than you can use, or than you need. And then now I'm trying to go through the process of decluttering all of that stuff. And I always told myself, I'm a collector. No, I'm not. I'm a collector to a certain extent, with certain things. But I don't have to be a collector of everything, of all of things. I can be a collector and have a small set of things that I collect. Like my Pokemon cards, my Magic the Gathering cards, my D&D stuff. Those are my big collections. My stuffed animals, yes, I have some stuffed animals, like my smaller ones that I'm not going to get rid of. But that doesn't mean I have to have an entire, like, closet full of stuff. It's not necessary. So, anyway, I'm going to go. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little continuous journey that I'm on. And I hope you guys enjoyed me just chatting about how I came to the comfort item finally, after years of working and trying and months of going back and forth between buying stuff, getting rid of stuff, returning stuff. Because I've returned a lot, guys. Okay, let's not think that there's a lot of things that I have shown you guys on video that I then later returned. So, not everything that I show you guys is stuff that I keep in the end. So, anyway, I love you guys so very much. As always, remember, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are. And remember, it's okay to be different. It's okay to need a comfort item. But once you figure out what that comfort item is, it's also okay to get rid of stuff. So, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!